Um, Islamism. What's up, y'all? Welcome. Wow. Let's give it a few more minutes as everybody comes in. Islamism. Play some music for y'all. Okay. Yes. You say hello. Say hello. Hello. It's time for morning come in. We'll get some people up too.
They tell me this, they tell me that. They see my bitch, say she a bad. Anytime I knock with that.
You want what? Yeah. Hold up. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Come on in. We're just hitting up a few more people. Got 3 more minutes, y'all, before we start. Oh, there's more people. Jason's iPhone. I mean, got caller user one. Got let's see. All right, come on in. Come on in. Good morning. Let's see. Where is? Yeah.
I don't think we have
Okay.
it was online.
Oh, here we go. Okay. So 2 more minutes, everyone. 2 more minutes. Islam, welcome to our Sunday School for Children. We want to make that specific. This is for
Islam. It's kind of difficult to hear you, brother, with the music. I don't. You're going in and out. So
okay.
Perhaps I don't know if we can adjust that. Islam.
Islam. Do you hear me better now? I was saying good morning, hello, welcome in. We haven't started yet either. It's just
Islam. It's better now.
yeah.
Wonderful. Islam.
Islam. We're about to start in a few more minutes, maybe one.
Oh, great.
But welcome. This is Sunday School for Children. We call it children because according to the prophet in the Quran Questions for Moorish Americans, he describes us all as children. So it's just a fun way of saying that we're all children here. We're all here to learn. We're here to learn the basics of Moorish science. But also, we're continuing our 24-week course on the Master Key. It's a book we're going through. We're on chapter 8. It's part of our Adapt Chamber. But we're becoming masterminds. We're becoming master thinkers. We're becoming controllers of our reality. But that's in the second part of our class. Today we're going to go over the basics of Moorish science, what it means to be a Moorish American. We're here to inspire you, to lift you up, to raise your vibrations, to make you feel wonderful, to make you feel proud of who you are.
Yes, let me go grab.
All right, she's going to do the singing bowl. The reason we do the singing bowl is we like to clear the energy before we begin to commune with Allah, before we begin to dive into the science of life, being happy. We do our singing bowl, then we pray in. We also pray in English and Spanish because we realize as Moorish Americans, it's very important to be in control of the most dominant languages in America, right? And also as Moorish Americans, we understand that Spanish is as much American as it is any other country's language. It's important. With that being said, I'm gonna stop the music all the way and we'll begin to start. We also do children's videos. We like to highlight Gracie's Corner. We'll show you guys that in a minute. They're really blowing up, y'all. It's this melanated brother and his daughter. We like to call them Moors, but they're doing really well in this social media stuff for YouTube. And what they're doing is educational music and things for the children. So we'll go over that as well. Let's do the singing bowl.
Okay.
So during the singing bowl, it's good to, contemplate on the best, the most wonderful experiences you've ever had. Meditate on how beautiful life is and how wonderful your life is. Islam. Okay, we got 2 people coming in real quick, and I need to get my charger.
Yes.
Okay.
Islam. Welcome to all of those who are here. I just want to let you guys know that we appreciate you and your time, because you could be doing anything you want to be doing today, but today you decided to come in and come learn about the basics of Moorish science. So we appreciate each and every one of you that are here on today. Remember, like my husband said, we are all Moorish American children, and this is the Moorish American Children's Sunday School here for Temple 43. And so we just want to thank you. My name, if you are new, my name is Sister A. Lopez Bey, and this is my husband, Brother Joe Adams El. So if you're new, welcome. We hope you enjoy our class. So we do focus on the children in the beginning portion of the class. And then, the class, as it goes on, it gets more mature.
Yes.
So we thank you. We do invite all ages. We have our infant son here in my arms, if you can see him. And so we have 6 children, and they're all from the ages of infants to 13. So
they all popping at all times.
Yes, so we're always engaging with the children. And today we have a special, we have some special things for you guys on this day, because we have been homeschooling all of our children, and it is the end of the semester, it's end of the year for them, and they have to present their finals today. So without any further ado, we're gonna keep allowing people in, but we're going to start on the final for the children. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Before that, children, because I know you guys are listening, give us a minute. We're gonna pray in. Do any of you, the children, would any of you like to pray in today? Since you guys are here, we're going to do the Moorish American prayer. And that's fine if you guys don't want to. Okay, so let's pray in.
You're looking at this one right here, JL. She's a lot, but she's a Moorish American from birth. Like, she came out the womb, a Moorish American.
Yes.
Okay? Documents signed, doctor's notes, all that.
Yes, both of
them. Well, the latter of the two. And we just, because of this understanding, we're raising Moorish children. Okay, we have someone that's going to do our Moorish prayer.
You want to do it in here? Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do 2 fingers on the right, 5 on the left. What we're doing is we're putting up the 7. The 7 is the number of perfected man. So when we approach Allah, we put up 7 because we're saying we're coming in the name of the perfected man, Jesus, right? This is the number of Jesus, the number of first man. And we're coming with that knowledge to talk to Allah. So 2 fingers up on the right, 5 on the
So
left.
Amia's gonna do the prayer.
Okay.
Allah,
Allah,
Father of the universe,
Father of the universe,
Father of love,
Father of love,
truth,
truth,
peace,
peace, freedom,
and justice.
and justice.
Allah is my protector,
Allah is my protector,
my guide,
my guide,
and my salvation.
and my salvation.
Through his holy prophet,
By
By
night,
night,
by night,
and by day.
by
and-
night, and by day,
Through his holy prophet,
through his holy prophet,
Noble Drew Ali.
Drew Ali.
Amin.
Amin. Islam. Thank you, Mia. This is one of our oldest daughters. She's 11. So now we're gonna say it in Spanish. Jay, are you gonna help us say it in Spanish?
yeah.
She is very jealous.
Yes.
I know. Okay, so everyone, just follow along. I'm gonna say it in Spanish. If you are not bilingual, it's okay. I'm gonna take my time, try your best. We're trying to teach the children Spanish as well. So if you're here, I would love to teach you this in Spanish as well, so that if you ever come across anyone, if you want to pray for them and they don't speak English that well, you can say it in Spanish. All right, so y'all guys ready? 2 fingers up on the right, 5 on the left, and just repeat after me. JL, Allah,
Allah,
Padre del universo,
Padre del universo,
Padre del amor,
Padre del amor,
la verdad,
la verdad,
la paz,
la paz,
la libertad
la libertad
y la justicia.
y la justicia.
Allah es mi protector,
Allah es mi protector,
mi guía
mi guía
y mi salvación,
y mi salvación,
de noche
de noche
y de día.
y de día.
Sobre su santo profeta,
Sobre su santo profeta,
Drew Ali.
Drew Ali.
Amén.
Amén.
Islam. You didn't say it today? It's okay.
But it's powerful because it's in her no matter what. And when she gets into her dark times or things get crazy, she's going to remember, hold on, Allah is my God by
Islam.
night and by day.
Islam.
You know, like these things it's just backing. When, you know, your back gets against the wall and things get a little tough, man, that prayer is going to come save you.
Islam.
Oh, I got this. I can do this. Allah got me by night and by day.
And for everyone that's here, if you would like to memorize that, that is so important. That is one of the fundamental things of a Moorish American is our prayer, right? So you would want to memorize that. So we're trying to get all the children to memorize the Moorish American prayer because it's something to have and it's something very fundamental. Okay.
Why not go over the Moorish American prayer?
Islam.
Word for word.
Right now?
Later, later in our lessons, we'll just go over, what does it mean?
Islam. So we just had 2 people enter. So welcome. This is our Moorish American class. Okay, and we are active parents. So sometimes you're gonna hear the baby cry. You're gonna hear JL interrupt. But please just bear with us because we are active parents. We are parents of 6 beautiful children. And so just please bear with us, but we are all here to learn. And like I said, the class goes from being a children's viewed class, and then it gets matured as the time goes on. Okay, so can I start with the presentations? Okay, children, Jason, Amia, Cortez, you guys are online. This is a part of you guys' final.
Allow them to share.
Oh, allow them to share, okay. Not this one, this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Click the X, you said? Islam. So the children have been working on a few things. I'm gonna let Jason go first. He is our oldest child. He's 13 years old. Jason, are you ready to present? And like I said, I do homeschool all of my children. It's the end of the year. This Thursday will be their last day of instruction. So they have a final test coming up, and this is a part of their final. They're going to be presenting today some portions of their final. So this is Jason right here. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning.
You need to unmute yourself, son.
Oh,
Islam.
I am unmuted.
Okay.
Maddie the Fox from Eleanor Wonders Why by Brother J. Davis Bey. Islam, everyone. My name is Brother J. Davis Bey, and I'm 13 years old.
Dang.
This is a presentation I put together, and it's part of my final. I hope you enjoy. Today I am presenting Maddie the Fox, who is from Eleanor Wonders Why, a cartoon that is presented by PBS Kids.
Whoa.
The character is a fox that wears a fez, which is the Moorish religious headdress. Mahdi in Islam means dark dream and a messianic figure that appears at the end of the world and destroy all evil and lead Muslims to rule the world.
What?
This is a drawing I did of Mahdi the Fox.
Wow.
Wow.
My opinion on Mahdi, a character that wears a Moorish headdress on PBS Kids, is that it's surprising because our true history is usually hidden, but it's good that we're becoming more common in the public eye.
Oh, Islam, Jason. Is that it? I think he has something else to share. Good
Yeah,
job.
I do.
Uh-oh.
This is an animation I did of Mahdi the Fox.
This is an animation. Oh, he made him blink
Oh, and move his mouth.
and move his mouth. That's crazy.
Islam. Wow. So
It's a
Jason
gift.
drew that. He's very talented. He's very talented. He's a great artist. He drew that, and he also made it an animation. So you see, it blinked it up. The character was blinking and moving his mouth. So
Wow.
thank you so much for that, Jason. That was really good.
Wow.
Islam. So as you guys can see, that's Maddie the Fox. He is on a show called Eleanor Wonders Why, and it's on PBS. And we were floored when we seen
And PBS is a public.
yes, it's on public television, and we seen the fox run across the screen, and I said, wait, you guys, look at that fox has a fez on. And so we decided, I told Jason, for your final, you have to come up with something that's going to let me admit these people, and that's going to focus on Moorish Americans. And so hold on, Sither. And so we I told him he had to pick something, and he decided, yeah, I'll pick that. That's good. And so I said, okay, let's talk about it. I want to know, what your opinion is. And so that's why at the end he shared his opinion. Share the screen. Oh, yeah. Here. Okay, so we have one more presentation that the kids
And
put
also,
together.
Maddie the Fox, did you hear the understanding behind him?
What's his name?
Maddie, the name Maddie means
Muted.
there's a Muslim brother coming at the end of the world to save the world, get rid of all evil, so that Muslims and Muslims can run the world.
That's what his name means.
That's what his name means, with the fez on.
Yes. And so whoever put this character in that cartoon understands, it wasn't just by accident. Right. It wasn't just, let me throw this character in here with a fez on. They knew exactly, what to do. And it's just inspiring. And especially for the children, because, it's hard for them sometimes to wear their fezzes and their turbans out in public because people like to stare and things like that. But it's very comforting for me as a parent, because it is becoming more and more common. Like Jason said, it's becoming more common in the public eye.
Wow.
Jason, you ready?
For that. I didn't know that. I learned.
I mean, Cortez, I'm sorry.
Crazy what you can learn from the children. Woo, man, what they understand. It's a blessing because you'll always be up to date with information, being, working.
Yeah, share the screen and then go to photos, and then it'll be in the photos because you guys sent it to my phone. Oh no, you guys put it together on my phone. Okay, so the kids have one more presentation. All three of them worked on this. This is a Moorish American book that they decided to put together. It's the last one. It's the last one. Yeah. for the first one?
Moorish American Guide. Drawing by Jason Davis Bay, Cortez Ward Bay, and Amia Ward Bay. This is our prophet Noble Drew Ollie. These are our religious headdress.
Stop
We
sharing.
wear turbans for ladies and fezzes for men. We say Islam to greet one another. We are Moorish American. This is our nationality and religion. This is our flag. It is a red flag with a green 5-pointed star. The star stands for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. These are our 5 principles. Noble Drew Ollie teaches us to honor all prophets like Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and Confucius. Our prophet teaches us to know of our higher self and lower self. We are all different shades of olive. Our race is human, not black, white, or Latino. We are not black because our skin is not black. Moorish American do not consider ourselves to be black because black is very negative. Black denotes to slavery. Black means you're a second-class citizen. Black in science means death. Black is the color of cancer. Black is a color, not a race. Moorish science teaches us that the covenant of great God Allah is to honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the earth's land which the Lord thy God Allah have given thee.
Islam.
Oh
We
man,
are
that's
so
so,
proud of you
that
guys.
was so good. I like the ending. Oh man.
Yeah, they tell you to honor
Honor
your
the-
mother
they
and
really like
father.
this.
Good job, you guys. And so the children, thank you
That's
guys.
so sweet.
So the children put that book together. It was all their drawings.
Can we play it one more time?
Yes, let's
please?
play it one more time.
We're gonna run that back for everybody because it was so cute.
Okay, let me see.
One more
Share
time.
content screen, right?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Start bracket. I think it's this one.
Wow.
Oh no, it went away.
Okay, let's
All
try
right,
it again.
Screen. Start bracket. That one. 2, 1. There you go. We gotta play that again, y'all. That was beautiful. And imagine a child with that understanding. They're unstoppable, y'all. The world is theirs. You know, with the love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice is our principles, and this is our flag. And oh my God, and they're using technology to
Yes, the kids created this on their own. Uh-oh, we're stopped.
frozen.
Yep.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh, okay. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right.
Cortez Ward.
I'm sorry. Okay.
The Children Moorish American Guide. Drawing by Jason Davis Bay, Cortez Ward Bay, and Amia Ward Bay. This is our
So that's their names right there. I'm sorry. Jason did the drawings.
They
Cortez,
all
they all did the drawings.
yeah.
Jason did the drawings, Cortez, and Amir. Okay.
Cortez Ward
They all
Bay,
Bays.
and Amia Ward Bay. This is our prophet Noble Drew Ollie. These are our religious headdress.
Look at it.
We
the
wear
turban.
turbans for ladies and fezzes for men. We
Oh,
say Islam to greet one another. We
Oh.
are Moorish American. This is our nationality and religion. This
ooh.
is our flag. It is a red flag with a
That
green
means-
5-pointed star. The star stands for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. These are our 5 principles. Noble Drew Ollie teaches us to honor all prophets like Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and Confucius.
Yes.
Our prophet teaches us to know of our higher self and lower self. We are all different shades of olive. Our race is human, not black, white, or Latino. We are not black because our skin is not black.
Now, if the children understand this, y'all, you know, that's so powerful. It's so powerful. You can't stop children like this. We are not black because, come on now, our skin is not black. Can y'all stop it? The world is trying to lie to me. I'm sorry, these children are
because
no
our
joke.
skin is not black. Moorish American do not consider ourselves to be black because black is very negative. Black denotes to slavery. Black means you're a second-class citizen. Black in science means death. Black is the color of cancer. Black is a color, not a race. Moorish science teaches us that the covenant of great God Allah is to honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the earth's land which the Lord thy God Allah have given thee.
Islam.
Wow, that's
Aw.
beautiful. Okay, so
That's so
Islam.
beautiful.
Let's put it back on here. Islamism. We love that. Yes. We love y'all. We thank you for that. That was beautiful. You know, what part of it? Homo Islam. Thank you.
Islam.
And we need more of that. We need more children. I would love to see more children
Islam.
expressing the knowledge they have in Moorish science.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And I just want to shout out my wonderful wife here because she dedicated so much of her time homeschooling these children, teaching them about she's new to more science too, but the drive and the passion that she has and the way that she's teaching her children, right? Let's go to the Quran really quickly. And it says, dear mothers, teach these lessons to your little ones that they may learn to love instead of hate. And she took this to heart. She's teaching these lessons to the little ones, not only, but giving them projects and giving them work and assignments so that they can learn to love instead of hate. If they learn to love instead of hate, the world is theirs. They're walking love. They're Allah made manifest.
Yes.
You know, they can do anything. They'll get anything. They'll receive anything. All the doors are open for them. Their love made manifest.
Islam.
And with that, whew, that's beautiful. So thank you.
Islam. We have a hand raised.
Okay.
Sister Presley Bey.
Yes.
Oh my God, Allah is so prevalent in you two and your children and how y'all move. And I just come to speak life. I come to speak encouragement. I come to share devotion. I am so appreciative of your energy. The inner God, the inner Allah that is you, that allows it to be exuberant from your mouth and allow it to be effectively amongst the people. A lot of us are missing things because we have not seen a thing done effectively. I am so honored to be one with you all, with Noble Drew Ali, with Allah, with the understanding of what it means out of the mouths of babes. Oh my, I am elated. Like when I so want to hug and kiss y'all right now. 3,000 miles away in Georgia. Like seriously, this has been the highlight of my day. And I am growing through some things, and to just hear it eloquently free, genuine, and authentically flow from y'all baby's lips as something that is organic and real.
Yes.
We struggle because we coming into a new thing and casting old things away to find ourselves in royalty and understanding. Your baby's exuberant that from the home front. And it is amazing. Welcome, ancestor, as you are home. Welcome. The fact that y'all are doing a thing effectively, I just want to give honor and praise to Allah's children. Honestly, I am so grateful for seeing that it is a thing that can be done and not just a thing that is spoke upon. You know, we know not because we see not. So when we're able to recognize, I now can go back and say that in Sunday school, my brother and my sister presented with my younger brothers and sisters an environment that was effective in homeschooling and what it could do and how it could be and what it brings forth in not only us as a people, but as individuals, as people. This is power. And I just want you to know that I acknowledge you and Allah sees you because Allah is me and we. And we see y'all, and I'm grateful for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Islam. Thank you.
Wow, that
Thank
was
you, guys.
powerful.
Oh, thank you, sisters. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Thank you so much for being here. Just thank you all for your time. My children they've been working hard. Sometimes, it gets rough. Sometimes they don't want to learn. Sometimes they just get tired of me. But sometimes I'm frustrated, sometimes I'm tired, but I mean, it's all worth it. I mean, seeing that book that my children put together, it almost brought tears to my eyes because it's just so comforting, like to know that, all this hard work and dedication we've been putting into each other is really paying off,
Like they hear us.
Yes, they hear us, and they're teaching. And that's the best thing because we're teaching. And so, we're setting the example and they're following, and it's just very comforting. So thank you guys. I'm gonna try to get that book published, you guys. We'll probably fix it or whatever if it needs any fixing, but they did really well. It looks really good.
Cool.
And so thank you, children. Thank you for sharing that with the class.
Islam. So
Islam.
shall we get into our
Yes, let's
Holy
get into
Quran?
our Holy Quran, you guys.
So we're going to get into the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America. These are, our lessons. And then we're going to go into the Adab Chamber. I don't know who's been with us these past 8 weeks. We're on chapter 8, right?
Yes, we're on chapter 8.
But we've been reading out of what's called the Master Key. We'll get into that a little later. But for now, let's get into the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America that was brought to us by the divine Noble Ali. He's the reason. Let's really remind ourselves that Allah worked through Noble Ali to bring us this knowledge. We're not praising him, we're not worshiping him. No. We're just in appreciation for Allah's instrument to bring us this understanding of we're not black, we're not Negroes, blacks, or colors. This information was first spoken by the brother named Noble Ali. So we always want to shoot honors to him. And all praises go to Allah, not no man. We just honor man, because when we honor man, we honor Allah. The game is called. Okay, so I wanted to go, yes,
really quick. So if we have anybody that's new here, you might not be a Moorish American, and you're sitting here, you're here just learning. Our book, we have a book. It's our holy book. It's called the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Okay. And my husband, he's a real Muslim. He's been a Muslim for some years now, so it's all written up. But if you guys do not have this, you guys can order one on Amazon, or
it's online too for free.
Or it's online for free. I think, would you just put PDF at the end?
Yep.
And it'll pop up.
Yep.
So this is a book that you need just to study and read, and then also the 101, right? The Moorish American. What is it? The 101.
It's called the Quran questions
for Moorish Americans, yes, children, right? So these are the two books that you would need to have just for understanding, and this is very, very important as a Muslim.
Yeah. Also, we want to reiterate that the temple is here. It's like let's think of it as a university. It's not a place to save us from drama. It's not a place to make us rich. It's not a place to get us out of certain things. It's a place to come learn about who you are. It's a place to come learn about the Allah within you. Okay, Allah dwells within man. Allah dwells within you, humans, right? So we come and we learn about ourselves. We learn how beautiful we are. We learn how powerful we are. And we learn how we have to behave with one another, right? So we're in chapter 26, I believe. Yep. Chapter 26, Holy Instructions of Unity. Let's just talk about how we're all united. We're all together, right? A lot of division going on. So let's talk about it. Again, sorry for my book. I take a lot of notes. Hopefully, if you can understand them, they help you. So number one, the gifts of understanding are the treasures of Allah. And he appointed to everyone his portion in what measure seemeth good unto himself. Okay. Ooh. So just right there, everybody got some game. Allah gave every man some understanding. I'm gonna keep it 100. When I found the prophet, it wasn't in the best circumstances. The prophet is not out here in the public. He's not out here with the rich and the wealthy. He's with the, I ain't even gonna, sometimes he's at the bottom. He's at the low, right? He's in the dark corners of the earth. He's under certain things. But I understood the gifts of understanding dwells in every man. So who am I to judge this man or judge this man or judge this woman? We all have a deep understanding. And it is Allah who gave them that understanding in the measure that he felt good enough. So you might know something, but this person might know something too. And the reason this person doesn't know everything is because Allah didn't want it.
That's wrong.
Even with being Black, sometimes you try to tell people, you're not Black, you're not Black. But the gift of understanding of that didn't come from Allah for them. This is why they don't understand. 2, hath he endowed thee with wisdom? Hath he enlightened thy mind with the knowledge of truth? Oh, you have wisdom. Oh, you have truth too. You got knowledge and truth, right? Oh, you're doing it. You're big doing it. You smart. Oh, guess what you got to do? Communicate it to the ignorant for their instruction. Since you're so smart, since you're so bossy, go teach the ignorant and help them out, right? Watch this. Communicate it to the wise too for their own improvement. Give some game to the wise. So if you think you're wise, you can always learn. You can always improve, no matter if you're wise, no matter if you don't know, right? If you think you know something, go teach it. Go share it with the people you think is smart. Go share it with the people you think is ignorant, right? These are the commandments of Allah. 3, true wisdom is less presuming than folly. The wise man doubteth often and changeth his mind. Okay. The fool is obstinate and doubteth not. He knoweth all things but his own ignorance. He knoweth all things. Have you known a person that knew everything? Like, man, that person knows all things. But are you aware of your ignorance though?
Wow.
4. Again, this and 4. The pride of emptiness is an abomination, and to talk much is the foolishness of folly. Nevertheless, it is part of wisdom to hear with patience their impertinence and to pity their absurdity. Look at the grammar that our prophet was using. Impertinence. Impertinence means, you see my notes here, it means rudeness or lack of respect. So a wise person hears with patience their impertinence, or a wise person hears with patience their rudeness. If a person is rude, a wise man is patient with that rudeness. A wise man is patient with that lack of respect. Only a teacher can go there. They be like, Adams, how you deal with them children? Oh, I got the prophet's game.
That's wrong.
And I hear with impertinence certain things. Therefore, you don't get bothered. You don't get irritated. You don't get stressed out. You don't get replaced. You don't let people's rudeness bother you. Right?
Wow.
He said, hear with patience their impertinence. Oh, I love that word.
That's wrong.
And to pity their absurdity. What does absurdity mean? Absurdity means senseless. Oh, they're senseless. They're crazy. They're talking crazy. They're acting. Let me pity them. I'm going to have pity on them. My heart has pity for their foolishness. Oh, I'm so sad. Allah, please bless them because they're being senseless right now. I got to be patient with that. I got to be patient with that. But it comes a certain time where it comes to an end, where your patience has worn thin and it's time to move on. It's time to make some changes. You can only be patient for so long. Yet be not puffed up with thine own conceit, neither boast of superior understanding, but the clearest human knowledge is but blindness and folly. The clearest human knowledge. Oh, you think you smart? All you really know is blindness and folly. You don't know who made this universe. You don't know who made the H2O and the atoms and the cells and the seeds of the ground. Oh, you think you smart? For all human knowledge, the clearest though, I said the clearest human knowledge is but blindness and folly. What's folly mean? Foolishness. We define words over here. Folly means foolishness. So you think you know something, but all you really know is blindness and folly. I said the doctor, all he knows is blindness and folly. You know how to, you can repair some skin, right? But can you repair the bone though, doctor? No, you can't. You still ain't figured it out. Where do humans come from? Oh, you still don't know. You see how the clearest human knowledge is but blindness and folly? We need to sit down and be humble. We don't know nothing. My son that just popped out. What? Where did he come from? He got a soul, he got a spirit. Who sent him? Blindness and folly. We think we know something. I went to school, went to college, but I don't even know where my son came from. Blindness and folly. Let's be humble. The wise man feeleth his imperfections and is humble. I don't know who started the universe. I know I've never been to the sun. I know I don't understand how the grass grows. I know I don't understand reproduction of the cells. How do they know? Let us all be humble then, right? Let us all be humble. He laboreth in vain for his own approbation, but the fool peepeth in the shallow streams of his own mind and is pleased with the pebbles which he seeth at the bottom. Then he bringeth them up and showeth them as pearls. With the applause of his brethren delighteth himself. Look, y'all, look at my little pebbles. I'm doing it. You see me? I'm doing it big, and everybody claps. Good job. They give you likes on Instagram. Yay! But that's nothing, though. That's a little. But your children, it's crazy. 7. I put an S there. He boasteth of attainments and things that are of no worth. But where it is a shame to be ignorant, there he hath no understanding. Even in the path of wisdom, he toileth after folly and shame, and disappointment are the rewards of his labor. But the wise man cultivates his mind with knowledge. The improvements of the arts is his delight, and their utility to the public crowneth with honor. Nevertheless, the attainment of virtue he accounteth at the highest learning, and the science of happiness is the study of his life.
It's long.
Okay. And with that, the attainment of virtue he accounted as the highest learning. And with that, we're going to hit the adept chamber. This is where we go up to another level as Moorish Americans, especially Moorish Americans in Temple 43. We study the attainment of virtue, right? We study the highest learning. And some of the highest learning is this book called The Master Key. You know what? I'm going to do it online.
Okay.
Actually, because I think that'll be easier.
That's a really good chapter, you guys.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yes, it teaches us that we don't know anything. We don't know anything, honestly. Like me and my husband, we always like to say that the ocean is only 20% discovered. So that means there's 80% of the ocean that we know nothing about. Just imagine, you guys, all of the species of fish or whatever that's in the ocean that we know nothing about us as human beings, right?
Yeah.
And so, in all honesty, the earth is majority water, right? And so there's 80% of water that we do not know that is, unstudied. And so just with that alone, just the water, okay, let's start there. Just the water on the earth, 80% of that, the humans know nothing about it.
There you go.
And then more than 80% of the ocean has never been mapped, explored, or even seen by humans. You see that?
But we think we know something, though.
Yes.
But we think we could cure COVID-19, though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know the ocean. Y'all don't even know what's in your own planet.
No.
But y'all talking about y'all curing stuff. Stop it. Sorry.
Yes, Islam. On top of that, right? I like to reiterate this all the time, okay? So we got these Europeans who think they in power, right? Who's running our government or whatever. And they teach our children in school about the dinosaurs.
Oh, tell them.
Now the dinosaurs are billions of years old. And supposedly, right, these humans, they understand what they ate, where they came from, how they walked, how they had their babies, and they had eggs, and billions of years ago they did this. Okay, all this stuff about dinosaurs that lived billions of years ago.
Look at them.
But you mean to tell me you don't know that the brother and the sister is the God of this earth?
Hold on, Chris. they said this is the raptor, right? He's from the
Yeah.
genus. They know the genus of the dinosaur.
They
that
know
lived-
everything. They
Oh,
know everything.
he's 75 to 71 million.
Years ago.
feel me? We
During
know
the
he
last, right. So you can
75
Google
million.
all the names of all these different dinosaurs, right? That are billions of years old. But you mean to tell me you don't know them, that our God, that our, you know, our brother Jesus, let's talk about our brother Jesus, that he was a melanated brother?
They
You don't know that?
They don't know that.
You don't want to teach my children that? What about that? I mean, we're not even billions of years old or millions or whatever.
They know his fingerprint, man.
Right?
Okay.
And this bothers me. It's like, how dare y'all teach my baby about a dinosaur and so in depth about a dinosaur, but y'all don't want to teach him his own truth, his own history. And I'm not okay with that. And that's why I took my children out of school and started homeschooling them, because there was so much going on that my kids were being taught. They were taught that they were second-class citizens and they needed rights to vote and they needed this and they needed that. Excuse me.
They lying.
What?
They know how big he was. But you see the lies. How y'all know the dinosaur 75 million years ago in depth, but y'all don't know that we first man. But y'all don't know that the brother is the real Jew. Y'all trying to play us. They're trying to play us. But y'all don't know where the slave ships is at. Y'all ain't got them on display. But y'all got this raptor though. Y'all done found
From
every single
billions of
bone.
years ago.
From 75 million years ago, y'all got every bone detail of the raptor though. Look at him. They dug him out the ground and found him under rocks and, you know, put them together. They knew up his eye like this, his tooth right there, his rib cage. But y'all don't know where the slave ships is at. Okay. All right. Anyways, let's hit the master key. Let's become masterminds.
Yes, sir.
The Secret. So there was a book called The Secret written based off the master key. We're going to the original,
Yes.
not The Secret. We're taking it all the way back to 1912.
Yes,
Right.
1912.
1912. There you go. Huh? This is Temple 43. We take it really deep. This is the Adams chamber now for the adults. And we're taking you to this course that we're doing. It's called the Master Key System.
Yes.
It's a 24-week course. And what it is learning how to become a master thinker,
Yes.
a mastermind. And once you become a mastermind, you can control your situations, you can control your environments, you can control people for the benefit though, not dangerously or negatively, but it has to be good. It has to be a benefit, right? But now we're on chapter 8. I don't know who's been
really
with this.
quick. The book teaches you how to meditate. And so after every chapter, it tells you, you know, what to meditate on. And so me and the children, we do this every week and we meditate every day.
Yes.
And it helps you meditate. And meditation is very hard, especially if you're new to it. It's very hard because it's stuff in the environment. The sun might pop up and you might have your eyes closed. You might want to open your eyes, or you have a scratch right here behind your ear or behind your neck, or, you know, it's very hard to stand still and just meditate on one thing, you know. And so this book is teaching you how to meditate. And the reason it's teaching you how to meditate is so that you can think of what you want in life, right?
Yes.
Like say, you know, you having a hard time right now and finances are not doing so well, right? This teaches you that what's in your subconscious mind, which is in your belly, right? Your mind up here, your what is it? Your conscious mind, which is the mind in your skull, right? The conscious mind tells the subconscious mind, which is the mind in your belly, which is the Allah part of you, right? The Allah mind within you. It tells that what to think and what to manifest in your world. So if you need some finances, if you need some money, if you need whatever it is that you might need, you tell your conscious mind, you ponder on it, you meditate on that. And that's going to send the cells in your subconscious mind. And then the cells in your body works for you. And so all they're going to do is try to bring that into manifestation. Okay. And so this is what we're doing here. This is what this book is teaching us. It's teaching us how to manifest things that we might need in our life, or we might want. Right. And so Islam, Brother Richardson, Brother Richardson is here. We haven't seen him in a few weeks. So Islam, much gratitude for being here.
I was thinking about you too.
Yes, Islam. So yeah, so this is what the Master Key teaches you. It's a really good book. It was created in 1912. And so millionaires and billionaires, they practice from this book all the time.
Yes.
And so we all know that, you know, our great God Allah is the ruler of all things, right? Ooh. And like I tell my children this all the time. You guys will always be winners. And you guys will always be winners because out of millions of cells that were running and chasing to fertilize the egg, you were the winner. You won. You were the one of all million of these cells to get into the belly of your mommy and in the egg. And this is how you were brought about. And you are a winner. You will always be a winner. One out of millions of cells. There were millions of cells run into your mommy's egg to fertilize your mommy's egg. And you specifically, you were the winner.
Wow.
And so I tell my children this all the time. We will always be winners no matter what. Why? And they always tell me, because we won all the cells.
Yes.
And I said, absolutely. And there were millions of cells. There were millions of cells chasing to this egg to fertilize. And you, the one out of all the millions, are the winners. So nothing is impossible. Nothing. And this book just reiterates that, and it tells you are a part of Allah. You are a winner, and whatever you want, you can manifest.
If you can control your thinking and not think negative, it's going to show you how, if you ponder on negative events, you're going to bring that into your reality.
Islam.
Right. But okay, so this is the intro. It's about 10 pages, y'all. So you got to bear with this. But, you know, each page has wonderful information for us. And, you know, we're about to get into it. Sister Brooks L. Islam, welcome. We're just about to get into the Master Key from last week. Good to see you. And let's do it, y'all. Part 8. We're becoming masterminds, master thinkers, controllers of our reality. Billionaires. What do you want to be? Oh, yeah, we're going to show you how to be that today. And you're a Moorish American. Part 8. In this part, you will find that you may freely choose what you think, but the result of your thought is governed by an immutable law.
Yes.
Whew. Okay.
Yes.
Isn't this a wonderful thought? Isn't it wonderful to know that our lives are not subject to caprice or variability of any kind? Caprice, that means it's something negative, right? Let's see what this word means really quick. Apple V.
That's actually one of my sister's names.
Oh, man. Just caprice, a sudden and unaccountable change of mood or behavior.
Oh, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. A sudden, unaccountable change, like
you happy 1 minute?
Right. Up
like
and
a
down,
bipolar.
Like bipolar. Yes. It's not subject to caprice of any kind. Right? Your life is not subject to, okay, I'm down and I'm up and I'm down and I'm up, because you're thinking and controlling your reality.
Islam.
They are governed by law, which is your thoughts. They are governed by law. This stability is our opportunity, because by complying with the law, we can secure the desired effect with invariable precision. Okay? Because our thought is controlled by law and we're, understanding the laws that govern our thinking, right? You're going to have ultimate confidence. You know what's coming for you. Nobody can scare you and say, this is coming, that is coming. No, I'm the controller of my reality. I've been thinking certain thoughts, so I know what's coming for me in the future.
Wow.
This is how the game works. This is how the laws of thought and thinking work. They are governed by law. It is the law which makes the universe one grand paean of harmony. If it were not for law, the universe would be a chaos instead of a cosmos, like gravity. There's a law called gravity. It always works. It's always on. Why does the pen always fall? It never turns off. It's just always active, just at all times. This is the law of thought too. There's laws that go with your thinking. Yes. Guaranteed, if you think something negative is coming.
Islam.
I thought something negative one day, woke up throwing up saliva. Huh?
Yes.
I was on something negative, woke up. What? Oh, it was my thinking.
Islam.
We need to get our thoughts together. Sometimes we're not perfect. We go.
Yes, we're human.
We're human.
And the Quran teaches us that naturally we are miserable people. Ooh. We are just miserable by nature. Right? So we have to go against that nature. We have to go against that every day. And it's very hard, but it's very possible. It's very possible, but we are humans and we will, slide,
saliva.
We will think negatively because our emotions get in the way. We are human beings. We are, what is it? Matter and.
Oh yeah, we are. Hold on.
Divinely.
We are truth and falsehood strangely mixed.
There you go. We are truth and falsehood strangely mixed. So the falsehood is the negative.
Yes, the lower
it's
self.
All the lower self. It's all the negative. It's all the bad things that you can contemplate. And a lot of people do really focus on negative stuff. I have not been out of my house in the last 4 weeks, right? Well,
5 weeks.
5 weeks. It's been going on 5 weeks because I just had a baby, so I don't go anywhere, right? I'm in the house. I'm with the baby, and so my friend asked me to come pick up a gift, and I said, okay, I'm not gonna get it out the car. I'm gonna stay in the car. So just bring it to the car because I don't want to be out in the public like that. Right. And so she comes to the car and she says, "Ooh, you look tired." And I said, well, I just had a baby. I don't get to sleep as much. I have 5 other children that I'm homeschooling. And, whatever. I didn't focus on it. But I told my husband, how dare she? How dare she tell me I'm tired? Duh. Like, we just had a baby. But, people like to point out the negative. And it was like, why she couldn't say, hey, queen, you looking good. You hanging in there. You lived. You made it through the
birth.
Some women died.
You could have been gone trying to push that head out. Big old, he got a hook head like his daddy. So they could have took her out. The lady wanna say she tired. But the Quran tells us, by nature, we notice the smallest malady before the greatest blessing.
Yes.
People gonna see that pimple in your eye before they see that $1 million donation you made to a school.
Whatever, yeah.
He got a pimple. But he just, he's a great father. But his left eye. It's like, see, but this is nature.
Yes.
Right? May I continue?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just want to
that was
share
good,
that.
but that's true. It goes with exactly what we're talking about. She got some drama for that statement. There is therefore but one law, one principle, one cause, one source of power, and good and evil are simply words that have been coined to indicate the result of our actions or our compliance or non-compliance with the law. Oh, some good and some bad. This is good and bad. You thought positive, you thought negative. Simple. That's good and bad, y'all. There's these 2 men. His name was Carlisle and Emerson. Carlisle loved the good, right? Some people love the good. And then you have some people that hate the bad. So what's more beneficial? Okay, you hate bad things, right? It's like, okay, that's cool, that's good. Like, bad things are bad, and we shouldn't like bad things. But is it more positive to love the good in life rather than, man, my life is filled for hating bad things. I hate bad things. Nah, man, leave that alone. Let's love the good. And this chapter is going to show us. So this was the intro. I'm going to skip through it a little bit. Boom. Okay. This is part 8. So that was just the intro showing us what we're going to talk about. Now we're beginning the actual chapter. Here we go. And you notice it's written just like our Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America. It's written in legal, in a legal form. Like, it marks 1, 2, 3. Each stanza is numbered, right? It's not like a long paragraph. And I like how this is broken down for us. Number 1, thought contains a vital principle because it is the creative principle of the universe. And by its nature will combine with other similar thoughts. When you think things, right? Your thinking is the, hold on, give me a second. Your thinking is the creative principle of the universe. Why? Allah dwells within man. And when man thinks, he's utilizing the parts of Allah. He's utilizing the parts of the universe. And every time you think something positive, you're going to combine with all the positive thoughts of the universe. Okay?
Islam.
2, as the one purpose of life is growth, all principles underlying existence must contribute to give it effect. Thought, therefore, takes form, and the law of growth eventually brings it into manifestation. Every thought you think takes form somewhere, and eventually the law of growth will bring it into manifestation. It will pull up on you.
Islam.
Your love will show up on you, Okay.
Aw.
Your thoughts, your thinking will manifest, right? It's just natural. 3, you may freely choose what you think, but the result of your thought is governed by an immutable law.
Islam.
Any line of thought persisted in cannot fail to produce its result in character, health,
Yes.
and circumstances of the individual.
Islam.
If you want to know what people are thinking, 3 things you can look at. Look at how they behave. Look at their character. You know, a character, a cartoon character. Well, we each have characters.
Yeah.
How does this person behave? How do they treat others? How do they treat themselves and their children? How do they treat the people that love them? Oh, I know how you think because I'm watching your character. Oh, I can see your health. They tell you what to eat. They tell you need to eat this. The water's bad. The air is bad. The food is bad. The organic and unorganic and da, 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 da. But a Moorish American or a mastermind is aware that your health is determined by your thoughts.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, I know how you're thinking because you're sneezing, or you're coughing, or your leg is broke. Oh, you had some negative thoughts in your past. This is true. Health is determined by what you're thinking, not what you're eating, not what you're breathing. It's all messed up. To keep it 100, it's all bad. The apples, the oranges, the air, the water, it's all terrible. That's what they're telling me. I can't eat nothing that's good. So how about I help my neighbor? I think positive for that neighbor. I send them positive thoughts. Yeah. Therefore, Allah will keep me healthy. How about I tell my body, oh body, we are healthy. Guess what the cells is gonna do? Yes, sir, we are healthy.
Yes, Islam.
Why? Because thought is governed by law and circumstances of the individual. Oh, they're going through something. What they're really going through is their negative thinking. It done pulled up on them in their circumstances.
Yep.
Trauma, irritations. It's all because of our thinking.
Really quick, I would like to reiterate that in the beginning portion of this book, it told us that some of our thinking is hereditary. So it's in your DNA how you think sometimes. Sometimes, you know, we have to break what we call cycles sometimes, because your thought process can be from generations and generations of things that our people have been through. And so this is why it's so important for you to break that, for you to stop being negative, or to stop thinking like, you know, I'm broke, or we not rich, or we slaved, or we don't have this, or we don't have that, or we black. Or we're
imagine
black.
what that's doing to them.
Yes, Islam. So, you know, in the beginning portion of this book, it taught us that thought is hereditary. It's in your DNA. So sometimes it's not good. It says, once you believe something, it becomes real in our life. And body and affairs. Islam. Where can I obtain a copy of this book? You can order it either online, or it's for free as well. You can enter Master Key System PDF on Google, and the book will pop up for free. But if you want a hard copy,
you could get it online. You know, the bookstores, the various bookstores. It's very
Barnes
rare.
And Noble, maybe Amazon.
Yes.
Just
it's
Google it.
It's out there. Come on, this is 2022. All things are out there, y'all.
Break generational curses. Islam.
Yes.
As we think we are. Okay, Islam.
Mental habits are difficult to control. Okay. Now thinking is hard to control. Sometimes we get the daydreaming and be on some other stuff, but it can be done. And the way to do it is to begin at once to substitute. This is how you do it, y'all. Substitute constructive thought for destructive thought.
Islam. You think something negative, hurry up and change
that.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, bro, no, I'm not, man. I got this, man. The bread is on its way. It's just not here yet.
Yes,
just like the letter. Oh, I'm just waiting for the letter to be sent. It's a few days. If I order something on Amazon, I'm not like, dang, I want to buy that thing on Amazon. Hold on, I just ordered it. I know it's coming. Yeah. I'm not gonna. Dang, I ain't got that thing.
Not yet. I ain't got it yet.
Man, but I know it's coming. Just like this. Mental habits are difficult to control, but it can be done, and a way to do it is substitute constructive thought for destructive thought. Yes. Form the habit of analyzing every thought. Whoa, that's meditation right there.
Yes.
In meditation, you can analyze every thought because you're in quiet, you're in solitude, right? You're not moving. And therefore, you can start to govern and watch your thinking. If it is necessary, if its manifestation and objective will be beneficial, not only to you, but to all whom it may affect, keep it. This is a thought. Your thought, if it's beneficial to everyone, if it's beautiful, keep that thought, treasure it. It is of value. It is in tune with the infinite. Allah only thinks good thoughts. Allah only thinks positive things. Allah only thinks thoughts that's going to help everyone. So if we're thinking thoughts that's not going to help everyone, that's not going to help you, that's not going to help the next person, oh, you need to get rid of that thought because it's killing you. It's ruining your body, your mind,
Yes.
your environment, your health. Get rid of that negativity.
Yes. Please.
Islam. It will grow and develop and produce fruit 100-fold.
Yes.
Okay. On the other hand, it will be well for you to keep this quotation from George Matthew Adams in mind. Learn to keep the door shut. Keep out of your mind, out of your office, out of your world, every element that seeks admittance with no definite helpful end in view. So when the news tell me something's coming for me, I can't let that in my thoughts. I cannot, because it's going to become real. If I feel like something's negative, I can't feel that. I have to reverse that thought. That's how you, and people will say you're crazy. You're crazy for thinking that. You're psycho for thinking that. Well, how you going? Didn't the news just tell you what's coming? What's wrong with you?
Really quick, I wanted to talk about, there was a shooting recently, right? In Texas, and all these children were murdered. And we don't turn the TVs on in our homes. So we don't know like the latest news off back. Like we are on social media from time to time, but we don't turn the news on. So we didn't really know. Our children had no idea that there was some crazy mass shooting in Texas. And so my husband was like, when we finally got a hold of it, I think like the next day or something, we were talking about it. And I said, isn't that crazy that they put that on the news? Why do we need to know such horrible news?
Yeah.
And I told my husband, what about the 1,000 babies that were aborted today?
Ooh.
Why they don't put that on the news?
Ooh.
And it's our people aborting these babies. Okay, infant babies that haven't even had the chance to grow and be infants or newborns yet. Our people, melanated.
Breaking news: 1,000 babies were
aborted today.
Planned Parenthood.
No one talks about that.
How do y'all feel?
And so it's like, okay, I'm sure that was a very sad situation where all those children were murdered. That was very sad, but I don't want to hear that, because I know that 1,000 women went to the abortion clinic today and also killed their unborn child. That's also very hurtful
and
for me.
We don't want to hear that.
And
either.
I don't want to hear that either. So I'm saying some information, we choose not to listen to. This is why we don't watch the news.
But the news is aware of the master key, and they know if we feed them negativity.
Yes.
Right? That's the purpose of it. Because if you think about it, knowing about all the children getting killed, what are you going to do about it?
Not a thing.
How can you bring them children back to life?
No, you cannot.
So why do you even need to know about it? Let me tell you why you need to know about it. Because thought is governed by law. And the masterminds and the millionaires are aware of that. They own the TV. They own the news.
Yeah.
This is the most powerful information we're giving to each other. So they take this information and they use it against the people. Oh, let's feed them the most negative information possible. They die, y'all. They die. So many kids. People love the kids. The kids die. And every news station just talk about it. Every news station. They feed in the minds and the people eat it up. The people, oh my God, it's so terrible. Oh my God. And what is it doing? It's ruining not only the people, not only did the children die, but the people that are listening are dying too.
Yeah.
They're developing negative situations. They're developing fear. They're developing scared of gun control.
Yeah.
Now they're developing, I'm scared to go to school. Somebody's going to come shoot my children. Do you see it? Do you see the game though? This is master key. Some masterminds are out here are evil geniuses, and they will use this information against you.
Yes, they will.
But the power within us is we have the ability to control our thoughts,
yes,
to control what goes into our God mind. to be manifested in our life.
Yes, absolutely. Islam.
But so that news is dangerous. It's a tool to be used to destroy you,
To keep
to
you
keep you
down.
down and in fear and constantly thinking of
Negative thoughts.
And what happens when you think negative? It's real in your life.
Islam.
If your thoughts have been critical or destructive, like the dead children, right? And has resulted in any condition of discord or inharmony in your environment, it may be necessary for you to cultivate a mental attitude which will be conducive to constructive thought.
Islam.
The imagination will be found to be a great assistance in this direction. The cultivation of imagination leads to the development of the ideal out of which your future will emerge. That's why we need to go into meditation so that we can get to using our imagination.
Yes.
In meditation, you can summon your imagination to begin to see the reality that you want to manifest.
Yes.
If you go hit meditation and you say, oh, I see my mansion, I'm walking through my door, I knocked on it. Oh, it's birch. It's strong birch. Oh, my door handle. It's gold. And when it opens, oh, I can hear the door. Now you're cultivating and creating your reality through imagination. Because when you think consciously, the thought is sent to your subconscious, and your subconscious is the Allah within you that's going to guarantee that manifestation in your reality. Why are you not in a mansion? Well, have you been contemplating yourself in a mansion? Did you smell your mansion's floors? Can you see the walls? Can you hear the footsteps when you go up the stairs? Can you hear the thing of your elevator? Do you hear your car engine? This is imagination, and this is how you create your reality. Let's keep going. 7, the imagination gathers up the material by which the mind weaves the fabric in which your future is to be clothed.
Islam.
Imagination is the light by which we can penetrate new worlds of thought and experience. Imagination is a mighty instrument by which every discoverer, every inventor opened the way from precedent to experience. I said, every discoverer, every inventor used their imagination first before the thing showed up. Before this computer was here, Steve Jobs had to do it here. He had to imagine it in his here first, then it comes. It cannot be done. Experience said it is done. Imagination is a plastic power, molding the things of sense into new forms and ideas. Imagination is the constructive form of thought, which we precede every constructive form of action. Okay? This is why imagination, as a child, they say, oh, he has a good imagination, but they didn't tell you to keep that imagination until adulthood.
Right.
They told you to put your imagination away. That's some children's stuff, that's some child stuff. You're over here imagining things. No, I'm creating my reality. Thank you. They told me it was coming, so I got to go hit the silence to make sure it ain't coming. They told me it was coming, so I hit the silence to change my reality, to make sure me and mine is safe. A builder cannot build a structure of any kind until he has first received the plans from the architect. And the architect must get them from where? His imagination. If you look at a building, that building was built, right, with plans. It was a blueprint. There was, okay, it's going to be 12 stores. Right here, it's going to be a door right here. It's going to be there, right? There was paper made before the building was put here, before this home was put here. Somebody put it on paper. How did it get on the paper? He had to see it in his head first, right? Is this some new? No. This is showing you the value of imagination. Every building, everything that has been made manifest on this planet here was first thought in the mind, in the imagination before it came manifest. 13, the captain of industry cannot build a giant corporation which may coordinate hundreds of smaller corporations and thousands of employees and utilize millions of dollars of capital until he has first created the entire work in his imagination. Oh, you want a business, right? You want a big business. Can you hear your employees saying good morning? Do you see your building that the corporation is going to be in? Do you see your floors? What color are your floors? What time do you open? What time do you close? How many people are working for you? This is why you don't have it. You don't even have it in detail here first. You haven't even constructed the blueprint in your mind.
Wow.
That's why your reality is the way it is. You don't even know the smell of the floors after it's mopped. You don't even know the smell of your building if you don't mop it. Oh, it's a little dusty in here. That's called imagination. You should have walked through your building first here. You should have walked through your business here first. You should have, oh, what am I? It's really that serious.
Yeah.
It's really like, you got to know that, okay, when I walk in, there's going to be a table here. There's going to be 5 people working here. There's going to be a stairs. When I walk up the stairs to the right, it's going to be another. It's got to be that detailed. The color of my floors. Oh, I'm going to have carpet on the second floor, but on the first floor, I want marble. And then on the third floor, I want amethyst tiles. Go crazy with it. This is your mind.
Yes.
What?
Yes, absolutely.
But it got to be that detailed.
Yes, it's
Right. Objects in the material world are as clay in the potter's hand. Let's keep going because I'm going to. 14. Do not confuse imagination with fancy or that form of daydreaming in which some people like to indulge. Daydreaming is a form of mental dissipation which will lead to mental disaster. Constructive imagination means mental labor, considered by some to be the hardest kind of labor, but if so, it yields the greatest returns. I said, you got to be able to see your building. How is it when it's crowded on the streets? Is it loud? Do you have trees in the back? That's difficult mental work to really see your stuff, to really see your reality. How's your family going to be? This is called, it's considered by some to be the hardest kind of labor, but it yields the greatest returns. For all the great things in life have to come to men and women who have had the capacity to think, to imagine, and to make their dreams come true. When you have become thoroughly conscious of the fact that mind is the only creative principle, that it is omnipotent. Omnipotent means all powerful. Omnipotent is all powerful. Your thought is all powerful. It is omniscient. Omniscient means it's all knowing, right? It knows everything. And omnipresent means it's everywhere. You can think anywhere. There's no place you can go where my signal of thinking isn't working. I ain't got no service. Your thought works anywhere, under the tunnel, under the ground, in the air.
It's wow.
That thought signal is always active and ready to go. 17. The next step is to place yourself in position to receive this power. As it is omnipresent, it must be within you. We know that this is so because we know that all power is from within. All power is from within. You want to write?
You want to hold your baby? Come on.
Our power is from within, but it must be developed, unfolded, cultivated. In order to do this, we must be receptive. And this receptivity is acquired just as physical strength is required by exercise. There we go. That's the meditation we're about to get into. The law of attraction will certainly and unerringly bring to you the conditions, environments, and experiences in life corresponding to your habitual, characteristic, predominant mental attitude. Whatever your predominant mental attitude is, that's what your reality is going to be. That's what your environment is going to be. She's doing his hair. He's loving it. But that's what your predominant mental attitude is, what your life is going to be, is what your reality is, what your environment is going to be. Not what you think once in a while when you are at church or you have read a good book, but your predominant mental attitude is what counts.
Yes.
You cannot entertain weak, harmful, negative thoughts 10 hours a day and expect to bring about beautiful, strong, and harmonious conditions by 10 minutes of strong, positive, creative thought. Real power comes from within. All power that anybody can possibly use is within man. Do y'all hear that? All power that anybody can possibly use is within you. Only waiting to be brought into visibility by his first recognizing it and then affirming it as his, working it into his consciousness until he becomes one with it, right? Until you realize thought is that powerful and you become one with thought and you only think positive things no matter what anybody's telling you, you stay positive anyway. Watch the results.
Islam.
I'm gonna stay positive, but they're coming from, I understand how y'all feel, but I gotta think this way because I know the laws of the universe. And I gotta think this way because I know Allah dwells within me. And I know that the Allah mind within my body is waiting for me to send it positive thoughts and it's gonna summon positive realities. This is called the secret. The secret is the way you think sends a signal to the God within you. And the God within you makes it reality no matter what. Nothing can stop the God mind within you. It's called the subconscious. People say that they desire an abundant life. And so they do. But so many interpret this to mean that if they will exercise their muscles, you see them at the gym, they be jumping and running. I want to live an abundant life. If they breathe a certain way, oh, they breathe scientifically. I got to. Some people think, oh, you got to breathe a certain way to have an abundant life. You got to exercise. You got to eat a certain foods. Oh, I'm a vegetarian to Syrian. I only eat things that were made by Allah. You know, that's why I live long, because I only eat the hors d'oeuvres. That's organic. It can't just be organic. It got to be organic times 12. Okay? That's how I'm going to stay alive longer. They drink so many glasses of water every day. But the water that I drink 5 times a day, and it has to be 70 degrees. You know, I got to drink my water because I'm going to stay healthy.
Alkaline. It's the alkaline.
Oh, I got to alkaline my water to keep it right because the water out here is terrible. But wait a minute. Keep out of drafts. They will attain an abundant life they seek. The result of such methods is but indifferent. However, when man awakens to the truth and affirms his oneness with all life, he finds that he takes on the clear eye, the elastic step, the vigor of youth. He finds that he has discovered the source of all power. Wait a minute, I don't need to go to the gym and exercise to have an abundant life. I don't need to eat certain types of food to have an abundant life. I don't need to drink a certain type of water to have an abundant life. I don't need to breathe a certain way and breathe certain airs to live an abundant life. What do I have to do? All mistakes are but the mistakes of ignorance. Knowledge gaining and consequence power is what determines growth and evolution. The recognition and demonstration of knowledge is what constitutes power. The recognition that thought is the controller of all, and then the demonstration is what constitutes power. And this power is spiritual power. And this spiritual power is the power which lies at the heart of all things. It is the soul of the universe. This knowledge is the result of man's ability to think. Thought is therefore the germ of man's conscious evolution. When man ceases to advance in his thoughts and ideals, his forces immediately begin to disintegrate, and this countenance gradually registers these changing conditions. Successful men make their business to hold ideals of the conditions which they wish to realize. I'm gonna read it again. Successful people, men and women, make it their business. What is your business? Oh, my business is to hold ideals of the conditions which they wish to realize. I'm holding in my mind at all times the conditions in which I want to realize. They constantly hold in mind the next step necessary to the ideal for which they are striving. Thoughts are the materials with which they build, and the imagination is their mental workshop. Wow. Do you know the things you can build without anyone knowing, without anyone being jealous of your construction? Because you're constructed in your mind. You know how people get jealous? You got a new whip and they see it, they want to hate on it. But you got the new whip in your brain first, in your mind. They can't even hate on it. They can't even destroy it. And you're constantly building it and building it and building it and building it. And one day it's going to show up on you. That's the power of imagination. And the imagination is their mental workshop. Mind is the ever-moving force with which they secure the persons, the circumstances necessary to build their successes. And imagination is the matrix in which all great things are fashioned. Imagination is the way that all great things came into being. The iPhone, everybody got an iPhone, but guess what? That came from Steve Jobs' mind. Everybody like a PlayStation 5, but guess what? That came from the mind of the somebody that built the PlayStation 5. They didn't just show up. They didn't dig it out the earth and, oh, here's a PlayStation 5, let's play it. This computer that we're working on, one of the greatest computers, Apple MacBook Pro, right? It was thought of in the mind first before it became a reality. Do you see how mind controls everything? Do you see how the thought precedes the action? The thought precedes the environment. The thought precedes the corporation. The thought precedes your success. The question is, what are you thinking? It is thus that you may weave a garment of spirit and power into the web of your entire existence. It is thus that you may lead a charmed life and be forever protected from harm. I said forever protected from harm. We don't have no harm over here. We can be in the most ghettoest situation and no drama comes this way. We are forever protected from all harm. Forever protected from all harm. What if you're a man and you say, woman, you might want to be with me? Because with me, you will be forever protected from all harm. Huh? That's the kind of husband you got. That's the kind of wife you got. This is the, when my sons get of age and they're about to go find a queen, a princess, that princess is going to bow to them because guess what? When I'm around you, I feel protected from all harm because we got the game of life here. I'm sorry, but here in Temple 43, us as Moorish Americans, we know how to be forever protected from all harm.
Islam.
Forever.
Islam.
It is thus that you may become a positive force whereby conditions of opulence and harmony may be attracted to you. Darling, don't trip. We attract harmony over here. We attract greatness over here. That's the type of person we are. My wife, when I'm with her, I will always be protected from all harm. Guaranteed. Imagine feeling like that. Well, we do.
Yes.
We are forever protected from all harm because that's what we think. So that's what we're going to manifest here. We are mastermind Moorish Americans. This is the leaven which is gradually permeating the general consciousness and is largely responsible for the conditions of unrest, which are everywhere evident. Oh, it's some drama over there. We already know why. Oh, it's some problems over there. We already know why. Everywhere evident. In the last part, you created a mental image. We're starting to come to the end, finally. So last week, you created a mental image in meditation. And what I like about this book, at the end of the chapter, they give you a meditation so that you can strengthen your mental thoughts, your mental thinking, so you become a mastermind. Mastermind becomes a master manipulator of reality, right? So in the last part, you created a mental image. You brought it from the invisible to the visible. This week, I want you to take an object and follow it back to its origination. And this is, from experience, this is a powerful trait because you can start to pierce BS. You can start to see the reality of things, right? Yes. If you trace things back to the start. So you're going to follow an object back to its origination during your meditation. See of what it really consists. If you do this, you will develop imagination. See, this book is so called because it gives you exercises to develop your imagination, your Allah. There you go. Look, we got a little doctor here. Look at her. She's here in my heart. You hear that beats for you. I love you. But we got a little doctor here. She just wants to, do her thing. So I'm sorry. She was interrupted real quick. But let's continue to finish this. So you're going to follow an object back to its origination, see what it really consists. If you do this, you would develop imagination, insight, perception, sagacity. These come not by superficial observations of the multitude, but by a keen analytical observation which sees below the surface. So if you use this meditation, you will begin to be able to look beyond the surface of things that people give you. You'll be able to analyze deep through things to see the origin. Now you know what's coming. Now you know exactly what's coming because you've learned through meditation to see the origin of things. It is the few who know that the things which they see are only effects. The mastermind understands the causes by which these effects were brought into existence. Okay. So this one right here is beautiful. It's going to give you an example of how you're supposed to take things from their origin and trace them all the way back, right? So 30, take the same position as heretofore and visualize a battleship, right? So you're going to go into meditation. You're going to go to a quiet place. You're not going to move your body. You're going to quiet your mind, and you're going to visualize a battleship, y'all. Okay? This is just give you an example of what you can do. You can do anything. There's coffee right there. It's still here. Not here.
I'm gonna keep reading.
Okay.
See the grand monster floating on the surface of the water.
Yes.
There appears to be no life anywhere about.
Yeah.
All is silence.
Yeah.
You know that by far the largest part of the vessel is under the water out of sight.
Boom. All right. So you see a battleship. You see this big old ship floating in the water. It looks quiet, right? It appears that no life. You just see a ship floating, right? You know that by far, this is the first part of analyzing something. You know that by far, the largest part of this vessel is under the water out of sight. So off bat, you see the appearance is deceiving because you see the battleship, but the largest part of it, you can't even see. It's under the water. You know that the ship is as large and as heavy as a 2-story skyscraper. You know that there are hundreds of men ready to spring to their appointed task instantly. Right? See how we're tracing it back? See how we're analyzing the ship? We're looking at it, but we see, oh, this ship, it looks quiet, but the largest part of it is hidden. It looks quiet, but there's thousands of men in that ship ready to get it cracking, right? You know that every department is in charge of able, trained, skilled officials who are proving themselves competent to take charge of this marvelous piece of mechanism. You know that although it lies apparently oblivious to everything else, it has eyes which see everything for miles around, and nothing is permitted to escape its watchful vision. So you see the ship, it looks like it's just sitting there, but you know, upon further analysis, that this ship can see everything around it. It is watching you. It has able, trained men that's ready to destroy anything in its path. But upon first analysis, it looks like, oh, it's just a ship floating. But this ship is filled with many men. It's deep in the ocean. It has bombs. It has trained men. It can see everything around it. Wow. You know that while it appears quiet, right, submissive and innocent, it is prepared to hurl a steel projectile weighing thousands of pounds at an enemy many miles away. This and much more you can bring to mind with comparatively no effort whatsoever. This is showing you how to analyze things, how to imagine. You see how we imagine the in-depthness of the ship? We took the ship from floating to, oh my God, it's a huge destroyer. Watch this. And this and much more you can bring to mind with comparatively no effort whatsoever. But how did the battleship come to be where it is? How did it come into existence in the first place? All of this you want to know if you are a careful observer. Now we're going to go to the battleship. We're going to go from the ship and we're going to take it even deeper. Where are we going to take the ship even deeper? Now we're going to, watch this, follow the great steel plates through the foundries, see the thousands of men employed in their production. Now we're going from the ship to the creation of the ship. Now we're seeing the thousands of men who are putting the metal together to build this ship. Let's go further back. Let's imagine even further and see the ore as it comes from the mine. See it loaded on barges or cars. See it melted and properly treated. Watch this. So now we went from the men building the ship to getting the metal out of the ground and melting it down to form into places that to form the metal into shapes that we could go build the ship.
Yes.
Let's go further back. Go back still further and see the architect and engineers who planned the vessel. Now we went from getting the metal out the ground to the men who were thinking about creating this ship. Because the ship couldn't have been built if it wasn't thought about first and then a blueprint was built. Oh, we're going to go even further back. Let the thought carry you back still further. We're showing you how your thought can trace things.
Put it over your head. Okay, take it off.
You're seeing how the thought and imagination can trace things so far back. Oh my goodness, look. Go still further back and see the engineers. Let the thought carry you even further back in order to determine why they planned the vessel. Why did somebody tell this architect, hey, we're gonna need a vessel created? Who taught him to think about the vessel? Oh, let's go even further back because this is imagination. You will see that you are now so far back that the vessel is something intangible. It no longer exists. It is now only a thought existing in the brain of the architect. But from where did the order come to plan the vessel? The order probably came from the Secretary of Defense. Now we have the Secretary of Defense. We went from a ship in the ocean to the Secretary of Defense. Maybe the Secretary of Defense said do it. Probably this vessel was planned long before the war was thought of, and that Congress had to pass a bill appropriating the money. Now we had Congress giving the money to go tell the engineer to go fashion, because the engineer ain't gonna fashion the vehicle unless he was paid to think.
That goes in the yellow thing.
Possibly there was opposition and speeches for and against the bill. Whom do these congressmen represent? They represent you and me, so that our line of thought begins with the battleship and ends with ourselves.
Wow.
Look at the journey imagination can take you on. But imagine using this technique on any situation.
Yes.
Go into silence and go deep into thought and take it back. And you can see the origin of this BS is negative thinking. The origin of this is somebody's thought. Ain't that crazy? Do you see that? This is imagination. Now you can use this to go forward. You're going to go from your thought and you're going to build it into your reality.
That's cool.
Just like you can take something and trace it all the way back to its origin through your thinking. Wow. 32. What was it saying? You and me and ourselves. And we find that in the last analysis that our own thought is responsible for this and many other things of which we seldom think. Let's keep going. This law is that the specific gravity of any substance is the weight. I'm sorry, we do have to read this. And a little further reflection will develop the most important fact of all, and that is, if someone had not discovered the law by which this tremendous mass of steel and iron could be made to float upon the water, instead of immediately going to the bottom, the battleship could not have even come into existence at all. So do you see how we went from the battleship to the mind? We went from the battleship floating in the ocean to somebody discovering the laws to which something can float in the ocean in the first place. You see how thought runs it all?
Yes.
The law is that the specific gravity of any substance is the weight of any volume of it, compared with an equal volume of water. That's the law that was discovered. The discovery of this law revolutionized every kind of ocean travel, commerce, and warfare, and made the existence of the battleship, aircraft carrier, and cruise ships possible. Thought did it. Thought did it. Thought. If there wasn't the thought to discover the law of Allah, there would be no battleships. There would be no planes in the sky. Do you see how thought controls it all? Imagine using your thoughts on your own life. Imagine building your own life. You can create, you can do anything. You will find this exercise, you will find exercises of this kind invaluable. When the thought has been trained to look below the surface, everything takes on a different appearance. This helped me find the prophet. I ain't even gonna lie. I was trained to look beyond the surface, and I found the prophet in some dark places. Had to turn the light on to find it. When I pulled up, the prophet was surrounded by the lowest of lowest people. And if I didn't have the ability to ponder and to think, I wouldn't have found my prophet. But the prophet is hidden. The prophet was hiding. Y'all found him? You use your power of thinking to peel and to pierce the veil and to find the truth. That's what we're doing here. We used our thought to pierce below the surface. Everything takes on a different appearance. When I found the prophet, it looked dirty and dingy, but in reality, I found the father of the universe. It looked ratchet and nasty, but in reality, I found the father of the universe. I found a prophet. The insignificant becomes significant. If you would have walked in the room when I walked in when the prophet was being taught, you would have been like, this is crazy. Sometimes the devil enters the temple and he puts up a picture that's going to turn certain people away. The devil's going to do certain things that's going to make you feel like this ain't where I need to be. But a mastermind can pierce below the surface and everything takes on a different appearance. The insignificant, oh, that's dumb. Oh, it becomes significant. The uninteresting, I wouldn't mess with them. I wouldn't deal with them. The uninteresting become interesting. The things which we suppose to be of no importance are seen to be the only real vital thing in existence. This is our power as masterminds. We can take some, everybody throws that away. Oh, that's nothing. That's dumb. That's what? But the mastermind takes it and says, oh, I found Allah. I found him. I found the secret. I'm not black anymore. For everybody else, man, what? This is tacky. Y'all not even together. Y'all organization is on the Zoom. It's horrible. Look at this dude. He's doing this and they doing that and they doing. But the mastermind sees the prophet. The mastermind pierces through the surface. He pierces through the appearance and he finds the truth. Islam. That's the end of our chapter. That's chapter 8. I hope you guys enjoyed our chapter this week. Please do your meditation. Remember, it's 15 minutes every day. So how this book works is you read the same chapter 7 days. Right? Every day you read the chapter once a day, and then you do your meditation so that you're going to do it. You have to read the chapter 7 days before you go to the next chapter. So every day this week, you're going to read chapter 8, and then you're going to do your meditation. The next day, read chapter 8, do your meditation. The meditation is to sit in a quiet place for 15 minutes, not move, and to do what has been instructed to you in chapter 8. This week, so what we started off with, we started simple, which is the first meditation was sit quietly, don't move. It was difficult. I wanted to twitch my knees. I wanted to twitch my head. My neck was itching. My eyes was twitching. I wanted to say something. I'm talking. But as the days went on, I became better at just sitting still. Right. And then the next week, it was not only do you sit still, but quiet your mind. So we have to turn our body off and our mind. So 15 minutes, you sit quietly and you're able to, it's an amazing thing to turn off your mind. To say your mind to go to complete silence.
It's hard.
You know, like turn hard, your mind off. Don't think nothing. Don't speak. Mama. That's difficult, right?
Yes.
But once you get through that, right? Now you're in control of your body and your mind. That's what you're gaining control of your body and your mind. So when someone says some stupid stuff to you, it doesn't affect you the same way because you're You're the controller of your mind. You're the controller of your body. You don't always react like you used to. Like, you know, one time I was hit in the face, and if I didn't have these laws, I would have reacted and ended up in jail, right? But because I had the game and I had the ability to control my reactions, my body, my mind, you know, my arm didn't just do what it wanted, you know, it didn't just react the way it wanted to. It was just, oh, let me hold that. Right, you get this ability through meditation. Now this week, this means I want your attention now. You're talking too much. Hold on, we almost done.
Mommy.
So this week, you're going to go into meditation. You're going to, hopefully you've mastered all of the other chapters. Now you're going to sit quietly for 15 minutes and think only what you want to think, which is taking something and taking it all the way back to its origin. Take a Sunday delight. You're going to say, okay, which store did it come from? What manufacturer brought it to the store? Why did they, you know, you can trace it all the way back. And chapter 8 gives you an example of how you can trace things back.
Islam.
So Islam, I'm done. That's enough talking.
But no, really quick, we're going to lower the meeting.
Yes.
And for those individuals who are here, who are in seek or of the process, right? If you guys are here and you guys are trying to do your identification, you're trying to get your identification, right? As a Moorish American. We want to tell you guys, there is no one that can stop you from doing anything you want to do but yourself, okay? We got a few calls from a few individuals saying that their process is being stopped. By who? Because no one can stop your process. I'm gonna say it again. No one can stop your process, okay? Unless you are on like parole or probation and the judge says, you know, you can't change your name. That's the only way it can be stopped at this point, right? If you want to go change your name, you need no signatures from no one, okay? Yes, we have something set up for members and things like that, but that is on our own accord. Say you don't even want to be a part of a temple, right? You still can go get your identification. You still can change your name. You still can add that El or Bey onto your name, because it's like getting a driver's license, right? That comes from the state in which you live in, okay? Or whatever, right? So. And I also wanted to really quick, when you become a Moorish American, it's a lifestyle, right? It's your morals, your principles, it's the way you think, right? And so because you have this knowledge of who you truly are, the reason why you want to change your name is to put it on notice to the states in which you live and the nations of the earth, your knowledge of who you truly are. Right. If you have that Bey or that L, trust and believe that judge, the police officers, or whoever you come in contact with, they understand exactly who you are. When you walk through the airports here in the States or amongst, you know, the country or another country, people know that fez. People understand that turban. They understand your truth. They understand who you are. Yes. Right? Yes. We walk through the airport with our fez and turbans on, and the TSA people they're knowledgeable, because one brother said, oh, I love that fez, brother. And he was a TSA agent, and we were going through global clearance, which means that we don't have to stand in line. We're not searched or seizures. We're not searched because of who we are, right? And it is your understanding of who you are that brings you to this part of life to where you want to change your name to tell everyone who you truly are. Here on the screen is the picture of my husband's passport. This is his real passport with his fez on it. Okay. This is my husband. This is him with his fez on.
We got it in 2018.
Okay. And we have traveled with it, you know, to different places of the earth, and people recognize exactly who we are. People know exactly who we are, you guys.
2019, Cuba, right? So
and it is all in your thought. Okay, this is This is a thought. This is the way how you move. How are you going to move in life? What are your morals? Okay, this is my husband's passport.
Well, what we're showing you is it's real, y'all. We really have a way to become identified as a Moorish American.
Islam.
And it's unfortunate that we're hearing that, you know, people's process is being stopped. And we don't think that's fair.
No.
Nobody can stop you from getting a teaching credential. No one can stop you from getting a driver's license. No one can stop you from getting a passport or identified as who you really are. It's your birthright.
It's your birthright. Islam, okay? And we wanted to reiterate this because we had a few phone calls from a few people saying that their process has been stopped. And by who? Who stopped your process? It's an individual.
Nobody can stop.
They can't do that, okay? They're lying to you.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest with you. Because in here we tell the truth.
Yes.
So they're lying to you. They cannot stop your process, okay? Another thing is the thought. Okay, so thinking, right? So if you want to become a Moorish American, if you want, like some people think that becoming a Moorish American, you're not a part of this government, right, and you could do whatever you want to do. And there's a, what you call that? A no detain on you. So they can't do not detain you. They're not going to detain you. When the police say you broke the law and the police is coming for you because you're a Muslim does not mean you are going to get away with that. Okay? There's no such thing. You still have to follow the laws
of America.
Or wherever you think you might be, you need to follow the laws, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're a Moorish American. You're representing your nation. And we're not out here just doing it and breaking laws or doing any BS or no, that's not how we roll. That's not what we stand for. Okay.
We stand for the highest morals and principles as an American.
Yes.
We stand for the best of what an American is.
Yes.
We are the original Americans.
Yes. And this country is here to protect you, American. You're the original American. The army, we got the biggest army. Why America is so safe? Because we don't play about them guns and them nuclear war, whatever weapons that they done created or somebody that came up with. Why? Because you are the original. We're here to protect you. Who you think they protected? Me and you, our children. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all, we live by a busy street and these people be driving like maniacs.
I want to show you.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Pick my phone up, baby.
Okay. This is just to show you, you know, it's funny that a lot of people don't want to be part of America. They feel like they're separate for some reason. But
a lot of Moors.
But just to show you how powerful America is, how safe we are, the reason why our children can be homeschooled, the reason why we can sit here on this Sunday and study this Moorish science and study this mastermind thinking, and we don't have bombs and missiles and China trying to take over, and because simple things like this. This is a Ohio class summary. You should know about this, Moorish Americans, because we are the Americans. So let's learn about the toys that we have, right? This is Ohio class submarine. It's a nuclear powered submarine. Did y'all know that? See, in America, our submarines are nuclear powered. If you didn't know what that means that it has infinite energy. It can be underwater 2 months straight without refueling. Okay? It powers itself by a nuclear reactor. It basically splits the atom and uses the energy of the atom to power the engine. Okay? This is the country we live in. This is the country that my children are protected by. This is the country that, you know, my family's in. We have submarines. Yes.
Go. Okay. We're gonna go in a minute. Give us a minute, okay?
All right.
But yes, but that's all we
but I'm saying I'm showing you this submarine to show you that we have how many of these? I think we have 10 of these worldwide, right? They have 14 ballistic missiles, right? They have cruise missiles, and they also have nukes on them, right? And these submarines are underneath the ocean, right? And they're patrolling the waters of the world. So if Russia wants to give us a drama, we'll shoot a nuke at them from our submarines, the most powerful submarines in the world, okay? just to show y'all where we live. This is America. We have the strongest military. We're unstoppable. We cannot lose
At all.
We run the air. We got the most fighter jets in the world. Okay, this is the country that I live in.
Yes.
This is what we represent as Moorish Americans. We represent the most powerful country in the world. I don't see China running up in here telling me I need to get out of my house, because we all gonna speak Mandarin now. I don't see no other country running in and doing anything to us. We're so safe. We're so free. Yeah, we might have hurricanes here and there, but we like to focus on the positives here. Remember, we just went to the master key. And what the master key says is think and focus on the positives. And when I think of the positives of being an American, woo, we cannot lose, y'all.
No.
Watch this. America is so safe because we are the only country that has ever dropped a nuclear bomb on another country. Actually, we did it twice. We're the only country that has ever dropped a nuclear bomb, and we did it twice in the same year. Dropped it on Hiroshima. We asked them, do y'all want to give up?
Go get your tablet.
We asked them, do y'all want to give up? They said no. We dropped it again. So Moorish Americans, for real though, for real. All the drama they telling you about Russia and Ukraine and all the drama with them and oh, they're gonna come over in China. Let's keep it 100. Everyone's scared of America because we're the only country to drop the nukes on the earth. Everybody talking nuclear this and nuclear that and nuclear weapons. But we the first to do it. We the first to pull the triggers. We the first to bring the real drama on the earth with the nuke. So to keep it 100 for real, nobody has ever dropped a nuke besides America. And because America did it, they'll never do it again. You gotta feel that energy when they trying to tell you that they're gonna take over America and we're losing and America's doing so bad. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them fill you with negative energy where you feel like you gotta be scared. You gotta prepare to, oh, there's a food shortage coming. Stop it. This is America, y'all. Everything we got is infinite.
Here.
Okay, please look it up. We're gonna lower the meeting, but I just wanna inspire you. Walking around with that fez and that term, you are representing first man, you're representing the American, right? You are the representations of the nukes. You're the representation of the nuclear submarines. Huh? Our submarines is floating in the ocean 800 miles under the ocean 2-3 months at a time. We don't even need oil. We don't even need energy. We use energy of the atom, huh? We're geniuses in America. We split atoms to get our energy. We split atoms to power our nuclear weapons that's floating on the ocean. You know, we got 10 submarines right now floating around the oceans of the world just in case somebody want to bring us some drama. Did you know that? Just in case somebody want to interrupt his education, we got ballistic missiles for them. Huh? This is America. That's what it means when we got this turban on. That's what we're saying. We're safe. We're powerful. Our children will succeed. Islam. I love it. I'm sorry. I love it here. When we carry this passport, that's what we're saying with the fezzy on them, with the fezzy on the passy, with the fezzy on the passport, the American passport though, y'all. The most powerful country on the face of this planet. The only country to drop the nukes. Yeah, when I'm walking around with this, yeah, I'm that country. The one, you know, the Hiroshima. Yeah.
We don't condone all that.
I'm just saying, y'all remember what it is? Hiroshima. That's who we are. We just have to put the world in check. We are the Americans here. So please go with your turban and fez on. Be happy. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
That's it. Islam.
Islam. So, love y'all.
Really quick. Yes, we will lower the meeting. Okay, so thank you guys for being here. Again, no one can stop your process. If you have any questions about the process, please reach out to me and my husband. Okay, preferably my husband, because I'm gonna just send you to him. Also, okay. So every month, you guys, we have started, we did this last month. We skipped last month because I had the baby, but the month before that, we have been collecting donations from each and every one of you. And every month, it goes to a member in need. So
Yes,
in the month of April, I think we came up with like $150, and someone, okay, brother Michael Coney, can you give him your information really quick? I'm gonna have my husband message you really quick. So what we did in April is we collected money every week, and then at the end of the week, we asked a member in need to let us know if they needed the funds. And so there was members, and then we picked a name out of the hat, and then a member was able to receive the funds.
Yes.
And so we're going to continue this every month. And so it's the beginning of June. We didn't do it last month. We still have the $15 that we had collected last month, but last month was a lot because we did give birth to the baby.
Yeah.
And so we weren't doing this. But this week we would like for you guys, if you can, if you're willing,
yes,
to donate. We don't care if it's $1, $2, $20, whatever. If you don't even have any money, send some good thought.
Yes. Donate some good thoughts. We like that too.
Yes, yes. And so at the end of this month, what month is this? June. So at the end of this month, all the money that we collect, we're gonna find a member to donate the money to.
Yes, we're not keeping it.
We're not keeping it, and we don't care what you use it for. That's between you and Allah.
Right.
So if you tell us, brother, sister, I'm in need of some finances this month, whatever, we will try to get that money to you. So we do this every month, and our Cash App is J Ziplock, right? So if you go to Cash App, if you have that, you can go to J Ziplock. It's gonna be in the chat.
Yeah, I just sent it to one person.
Oh, sorry, we didn't mean to send that just to you, brother. But we're gonna put the Cash App in the chat. And that's our Cash App. Also, we would like to share with you guys our YouTube channel. If you guys miss a Sunday meeting, we always try to upload all of our meetings to the YouTube channel as well. Okay. So
I'm gonna put that in the
our YouTube channel is if you just Google Joe Adams or MSTA number 43.
I'm gonna put the link to
Okay, we're gonna put the link into the chat as well. So if you miss a meeting, or if you have free time just to go through our meetings, you can go ahead and check us out there on
we'll upload it to YouTube.
On the YouTube.
I wanted to say something about the donations.
Go ahead.
So what we're doing is we're utilizing the laws of nature. We're utilizing the game that Allah gave us through his holy prophet Noble Drew Ali. It says when man honors man, he honors Allah. And what man does for man, he does for Allah. So we do have a platform to help other men because we have all these children that we need all the blessings we could get, right? And we want them to be healthy and safe. So we're utilizing this platform to help people financially, like the church does.
Yes.
Can't you go to the church and get a little help if you need it?
Yes.
So why not come to a meeting to get some help? So what we're doing is when you donate, you're receiving a blessing because you're giving in need of someone else. So we set it up to where the intention behind this giving is to help someone. So if you donate $1, that's your blessing.
Yeah.
Because you're helping Allah. What man does for man, he does for Allah. So that's a simple blessing for you. And we just set it up that way because we know what the Quran told us to do. We're going to get our blessings. Do y'all want to be part of it? It's up to you. You can shoot us 50 cents. You can shoot us 10 cents. Doesn't matter. We're going to get our blessing. Shoot us a thought because we're going to give that money to someone in need, guaranteed. You don't have to worry. We're going to keep it for ourselves. No. And then the person that we give it to, we're going to not announce it, but we're going to make sure you know that we gave it to someone.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe they want to give a testimony or something. Doesn't matter. But the intention behind it is when man honors man, he honors Allah. Islamism. Guaranteed blessings. Okay. So that's the intention of the Cash App, to give us all some residual blessings.
Yes,
Islam.
So if anyone has any questions, or if you want to reach out to us personally, I think my husband gave his information.
Okay.
We appreciate each and every one of you. Please come back next week. Please invite individuals. It doesn't matter if they're a part of our temple or not. We would like for them to just come in and get the basic understanding of Moorish science. This is why we're here. If you want to learn about the process, if you want to understand, what you need to do, what's your first step, just reach out to us.
And the process is only getting identified as a Moorish American. That's it. That's the process. It's not escaping nothing. We want you to get a passport. Why a passport? It is the highest form of identification in the world. Okay, so why not get a world? Didn't the prophet say, with us, members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed that they may know. This is Act 6. They are not Negroes, colorful, Black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name in the government in which they live and the nations of the earth. Okay?
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. We're giving you ways to be identified by the government in which you live and the nations of the earth to get out of that Negro status.
Yes.
That Black status.
Yes. And that's what it does for you. When you get your identification, you get this ounce of like you said, new status. This is this ounce of energy, this ounce of just knowing who you really are. And question me about it. I'm gonna pull out my passport like my husband. I'm gonna pull out my driver's license. I'm gonna pull out my global clearance. Whatever it is I need to pull out on you to show you I'm not playing. I am who I say I am.
Yes.
And y'all know what it is. The government know what it is. Everyone knows exactly who we are. And our job as Moorish American is to uplift fallen humanity. And so our job here is to teach our brother and sister who they truly are and to free you. I'm not going to charge you. I'm not going to say, oh, you got to pay this, or you got to get this paperwork, or I got to sign my name on this, and I got to get my seal on this.
No. Unnecessary.
It's unnecessary. And you're keeping your brother and your sister from being exactly who they need to be. Why would you do that?
Why? For what? When man honors man, he
honors Allah.
You can't get no blessings by holding your brother back.
You're not supposed to hold your brother back or keep them in the slavery. That's what a lot of Moorish Americans do sometimes over power and money. They keep their brother in slavery. Why? How are you supposed to be blessed? What blessings are going to come forth for you? We're teaching you. You have to think positive.
Yes.
You can't be trying to snake and scheme and scam your brother or sister. That's their birthright. Okay. But with that, that's it. Much gratitude to each and every one of you. So you I think someone said, okay, so they're going to call you.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Islamism, we love you. We're going to go ahead and pray out and get to RJL. She's been waiting for us. all of them.
Right.
He been knocked out the whole time.
Yes, he's doing good.
Okay. 2 fingers on the right. 5 on the left. Please repeat. Please sit or stand in silent benediction as I pray us out. Be great. Positive thoughts, positive energy.
Yes.
Go wear your turban and fez. They all know who you are. Islam. Okay. Allah, please guide our hearts and minds back to our ancient fathers' divine creed and principles. This we ask in thy holy name and the 7 Elohim. Amen.
Amen.
Islam, we love you. We will see you all next Sunday. And be blessed, y'all. Life is beautiful. Life is good. We love you. See you next week. Islam. Thank you.